Lady Lee back with another video, and this is the Housewives of Potomac review, season 3, episode 11. X's and No's. So I'm shooting this from my bed because I am pretty exhausted. But I did want to try to get the video out because I just plan to relax on Monday. So here we go. The show opens up with Karen and Ray. They're out for dinner. Karen is even letting Ray order her meal. It's like the first time they've been out in a while. They both been very busy. Of course, Ray is trying to clear up his tax situation, and Karen asked Ray, do he miss her? And he was pretty much saying yeah, because Karen's been busy not only with her, scent line and the iconic hair, she's also been getting ready for the old Hubert charity dinner. Karen gets on the subject of talking about Alzheimer's, and she was talking about her mom, and she was just saying that she's not ready for her mom to go. But if you all paid attention, her mom did pass away. Eventually her mom did pass away, but she said she was not ready for her to go. She felt like she still had a lot, for her to see of great things that she was doing. So one thing, Karen is very sensitive, when it comes to family. She's very in tune and loving to her family. So, how much we think she's the shady queen of Potomac, Giselle does have a heart when it comes to family and sensitive topics. Ashley and Giselle is out shopping for a gift. They want to present Robin with a gift, based on her work with her upcoming empowerment event. They were discussing, who's going to what event, who's supporting whatever. And, Giselle was just mentioning that she was surprised, like Karen, decided to come, and especially Charisse decided to go to Monique's because Robin felt like they has a long friendship, and she felt like Charisse should have made arrangements to go to her. Let me tell you this. As someone who always get invited to stuff, and I get invited to a lot of people's things, and I'm so sorry. I do the best I can, but sometimes it's just hard. And I'm like Charisse. I'm that type of person, like, I go with who asks me first. That's what I always try to do. I try to go by who asks me first, and then I often look at, can I possibly go to both? If it's more than one event, can I just give, sprinkle a little time for each event and support that? But the way it was set up, you couldn't do both based on the attire, because if you went to Monique's event, you had to have a ball gown on. It was more formal. So you couldn't go from the ball gown to Robin's thing because, you would be overdressed. Now, if you wanted to go from Robin's thing to Monique's event, you would have been underdressed. So it was one of those situations where it was hard. If it's one event I can go to and have the same outfit on, just stick and move, usually that will work for me. But sometimes in life you got to make a decision, and Charisse went with, who asked her first. Monique and Chris are at home, and they get a visitor. It is the lovely Kendall. Kendall is Sherman's ex-wife. And apparently Kendall was married to Sherman for 4 years, and they ended up in divorce. Giselle and Ashley, so it's going back and forth. So we got Kendall and Monique, and then Giselle and Ashley. Giselle and Ashley was talking, and she tells Ashley that her and Sherman are no longer together. Giselle, I don't know if she really just don't want to show emotions. I feel like she's putting up this strong front, But I really think she's hurt. I really think she is disappointed that this relationship has ended. Um, okay, so apparently, okay, let me see that. Okay, Monique and Kendall, they are talking, and apparently, Monique says she went to Giselle's party a year ago, and that's how she met Sherman. And Cherie said it was weird. It freaked her out because she is good friends, um, because her good friend is married is dating her friend's ex-husband. Apparently, Giselle and Kendall knows each other. Bravo even showed them being highlight in a couple of pictures together, and they have a lot of mutual friends and people connected. Um, they, they Bravo showed the pictures. Kendall, okay, what was it? Kendall, what Sherman was. Kendall found out about the relationship between Sherman and Giselle based on one of her kids, because one of the kids told her that your friend was over your dad's house. So that's how it got revealed to Kendall that Sherman was dating Giselle. She said Giselle never picked up the phone, never said anything about, hey, I'm dating your ex. Are you okay? What's your thoughts or whatever? It is the day of Robin's event. Robin, want to try to help women avoid some of the things she went through, and she also wanted to help them create their own brand and empire. Monique is at her event. Monique is excited. She's doing interviews, she's making connections, and she's meeting different people because she's really working on creating her own particular brand. But at the same time, if you paid attention in the last couple of episodes, a lot of people have been telling Monique she needs to slow down. She needs to slow down. But, she really wants this because it's going to help catapult her into some of the future ventures she got into. So I think it's an exciting time for Monique, but it's also a time of transitioning. And I think her best practice to be is, I don't know. I mean, the best practice is for her to get her name out there as much as possible. I'm sorry, y'all. I am like wipe the hell out. So Giselle arrives to Monique event, and she is asking Robin how she feels about Charisse and Karen not showing up. Robin is really questioning their friendships. But my thing is, yeah, you can have good girlfriends that put on amazing events, but you just got to understand you cannot go to everything. There's no love lost. You just understand your limits and your constraints. So, yeah. Anyway, moving along. Ashley and Candace shows up next to the event. Candace said it was important to continue to know and grow and get to know Robin. She's, they seem to enjoy each other company, and they're trying to grow and see if this will blossom into a friendship. At Monique's event, Monique has an extra ticket, so she decides to invite Kendall. Charisse thought it was weird to have Monique that Monique will invite Kendall. And Kendall arrives. So Karen is the last to arrive and decided to invite Kendall to her old Hubert charity event. And Kendall says, sure. Monique said, did you just invite Kendall and Giselle will be there? Karen claims that she has known Kendall for many years, and that Giselle Karen claims that she has known Kendall longer than Giselle, and Potomac is small, and we all run into each other. She said, and she said, really, she's all about the people going in their pockets, pulling out money, and donating to charity. They are showing Monique and Chris. No, they're showing Monique speaking at her event, and they show Robin speaking at her event. Giselle says she is loving the confidence that Robin is recently exuded because things are back on track. Giselle says we did talk about that. Karen tells Kendall that she is comped, but Charisse is whispering to Monique, and she says she's not charging, but she is charging us. It's supposed to be a non-for-profit, but she is having. It's supposed to the event supposed to be for a non-for-profit, but Karen is having the guests and the people coming to write a check towards her business. Monique wants to know why Karen got her writing a check for a for-profit company in support of a non-for-profit organization. Hold on. Okay, that's it. Back at Robin's event, the event comes up and Giselle says she's not buying a thing. Giselle says she wanted to collect. Giselle says she's not buying a thing. Giselle says she wants to collect our money, and Robin jump in like to get. Giselle says she wants to collect money, and Robin decides to dress. No, Robin's like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little tired. Giselle said that she wants to collect money, and Robin said, and get a tax write-off for it. So what they took it is that people are going to pay in this money to, Karen's estate, and Karen's going to write a check for Alzheimer's, but then she's going to get the tax break for that. Karen said she was doing that because she was hosting, and she wanted to make sure that things get counted for. She told Monique that was none of your business. You had no right to ask that. Monique said, it's none of my business, but it's my money. You want me to give my money. Karen said, I'm honestly, if this is going through, Karen said, this is going through my business, so my accountant can have an accurate account of how much will go to the Alzheimer's Association. Robin is looking at a house, her next project to flip it. It needs quite a bit of work. I mean, it's not a total bomb failure, but it actually needs some adjustments and work. So Robin's gonna, consult with her mother to see if it's something they will move on. And it looks like Mom gave her the go, so she signed off on purchasing the property. Chris and Candace are looking at the Gaylord as a possible wedding venue. Candace happy that her mom is not with her, and she's hoping that things will be better with Chris and they'll be in a positive light. They were showing them the big ballroom, and it could fit a lot of people, and she's saying she was anticipating 405, but she can make adjustments. The hostess showed a table makeup, and Candace is asking, can we change the cushion in the seat? Chris said all his concern is there enough where to sit, and then if there's enough chairs for everybody. The hostess asks about the decor budget. Chris is breaking down the numbers, and he comes up with $105,000. Candace seemed like she's over it because they show Chris just spitting out these numbers and they got images going across, and she just seemed like she's unbothered, like she don't want to hear that part. Candace says she feels like Chris is jaded and there is some tension because she wants to do things in a big way. You gotta respect this man. Like, he has been married. And you have to look at people who have been married before. They might not be into all the hoopla like they was when they first got married because, this is the second time around. So he feel like it is what it is. Whereas Candace is just, all over the place. And, Chris pretty much told her that her budget was $105,000. But she is saying she wants to cover the entire ceiling, and that was a big ceiling with flowers and fleur de lis, and even having maybe waterfalls in there. So not waterfalls, chandeliers, not waterfall. I'm sorry, y'all, chandeliers. So Candace said they're sitting at the table. Chris is calculating numbers. And Candace said Chris is being annoying and she may have to get up. She may have to get up and walk away before there not be a wedding. So she's like almost threatening him. Monique and Chris, they are out doing manis and pedis. And Monique busts out the wine. How it's been, they say it's been a while since they had some couples time, so they want to enjoy doing couple stuff. Monique is discussing her business, and Chris said like he's in support. Monique says she's just happy to do something and start to create her own name. Chris said that he knows she's doing the most, she's all over the place, but he asked her to save some energy for him and some love for him. Chris said, what they're going to do and when they're going to have a second baby. But Monique says she feel like right now is not the time, but she do want to struck it when the, I forget what I said. Happy to do something. Oh, okay, we was talking about that. Chris said Chris said, okay, Chris actually, Chris supports Monique, but he said he actually misses her when she was at home, and he wants another baby. But Monique saying, now's not the time. Strike it with a high. Okay, I said that. I'm sorry. But she feel like in due time another baby will come. Michael and Ashley are out on a date. Things are doing real good at the job, so he wants to toast. And then Ashley said is the new expansion on the business, the good things is they're gonna put a halt on the baby. He said that's not connected. Michael said, let's not do this tonight with this discussion. Michael said he wants, it to be the right time and be the best decision for both of them. Ashley said that he needs to let her know in a decent amount of time that if he does not want to have kids, he does not want to have kids. Ashley did say in her confessionals that kids was not negotiable. Not having kids is not negotiable. He knew going into the marriage that she wanted to have kids. Ashley is feeling no, that's not. Michael said I need to Michael said you need to push away from your mother, because I don't want you to look after my children and then I don't want you to look after my children the way your mother has looked after you. I said, whoa, that was a dig. And I know Ashley's like, mother? mother sucker. But I stopped there. It was like, whoa, that was kind of like a dig. Because, Ashley is very sensitive to her mom and the situation at hand. And, she's a protective of her mom. So she really probably wasn't feeling that. Michael goes on to say, I'm asking you to step up. Show them hard work, ethics, honesty, and loyalty. That's what it's about. Ashley was like, I don't think you should be holding me accountable for my actions. And I agree. I don't think Michael should hold Ashley accountable for her mother's actions because she's not down that path. Ashley's mother is grown. She has always done what she wanted to do, whether it was right, wrong, or indifferent. Even today, with Ashley's mother had to, come out the house and not doing what she's supposed to. Ashley is pretty much, saying that that's not her life. She's lived through it. She learned, she can be a better applicant, and she'll be good for it. Michael said that, he saw the effects on her when it came to her mother, and that made him change his mind. So it is the day of Karen's old Hubert event, and even little Miss Ashley has came home to support. Ray said he was glad that Karen's decided to downsize the event. He thinks smaller is better. And then Karen felt like lowering the numbers will give it a more intimate feel. The guests arrive, and we see old Aunt Dot. You all remember Aunt Dot from season 1, the one who was talking about tea needs to be piping hot, and she was giving Ashley some pointers before she went off to college. Representatives from the Alzheimer's Association are in attendance. They go to talk to Karen, and they, they support her efforts. And they even got to hear some of Ray's story about his mother and how she passed away from disease. Robin and Giselle is out to dinner, and they decide they're going to do a roll by and a walk up on Karen. Michael and Ashley arrives to the event, and he said he hoped they have food. Monique and Chris is the next to arrive. Meanwhile, back at the ranch with Giselle and Robin, they having lunch outside of this or dinner. Giselle says Robin sent the email to her saying that Sherman's ex-wife would be in attendance. Giselle felt like that was impersonal. She felt like, you could have did a more formal way, which I agree. So, yeah. But Karen sent the email saying that, this is when people are going on, and this is when, Giselle, Karen emails Giselle telling her that she invited, Sherman's ex-wife, and then Giselle is just saying, the breakup is fresh, it's raw, and she just feel like it's messy. Back at Karen's event, Sharice arrived, and she comes in with, a date. He is tall, he is nice looking, and Sharice says she is back on the market. She is still in the process of her votes. And Kendall arrives. Sharice feels that it was shady and messy to invite Kendall. Robin and Giselle decide to roll up on Karen. They are not dressed for the occasion as they both have on jeans. Disease? What jeans? Robin wants to confront Karen about the friendship and the loyalty, and I believe being supportive. And then Giselle wants to, get to the bottom of this situation, that she is mingling and inviting Sherman's ex to things. Ashley is asking Karen, I don't even know what the hell I wrote. I don't know. She is in go. It was, oh God, I don't know. I forgot. I wrote some scrabble, but that was pretty much it. They was at the event having a good time, and what's gonna happen is Giselle and Robin's gonna roll up. So I'm gonna stop this taping now. You see, I'm probably a little delusional, tired, because I'm talking wrong and out the side of my mouth, but just wanted to get you the review. This actually took too long. That's how I know I'm tired. That is it. That is all. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Peace out.